community.
An urban community is like a city. If you go to an urban community, you will see taxis, people, and buses, cars, stores. There are restaurants.
Some things people do in the urban community are walk to work or go to school.
There are lots of people in an urban community. Some things people do in an urban community are driving cars and walking, going to the park. Living in an urban community is great because there are a lot of stores to shop and you can go to a lot of restaurants. If you go to an urban community, you will see lots of people in the city.
The urban community is different because it's a big buildings.
A city has too much buildings and cars. If you go to the city, you will see trains and schools. If you go to an urban community, you will see airplanes and buses, taxis, cars, buildings, schools, stop signs.
An urban community is like a city. Let's go visit the suburban community.
If you go to a suburban community, you will see trees, cars, pools, and backyards. People like to live in the suburbs because it has houses to live and it has less people.
If you go to a suburban community, you will see pools, houses, trees, backyards, stop signs, dog houses, and streets.
Living in a suburban community is great because it is quiet.
If you go to a suburban community, you will see small houses, trees, pools, grass, roads, chimneys, cars, backyards.
People like to live in a suburbans because they have less people and backyards and also have a lot of houses and they could have pools. Living in a suburban community is great because there is a lot of space.
A suburban community is like a neighborhood. Let's go visit a rural community.
A rural community is like a farm. If you go to a rural community, you will see a corn, pig, and a barn.
There are a lot less people in a rural community. Some things people do in a rural community are they plant carrots, they plant corn, they drive trucks, they help animals eat. It's different because there is more people in the urban than the rural. Some things people do is drive trucks and feed their animals.
If you go to a rural community, you will see corn, pigs, hay, barns, sheep, and horses. It is different because a rural has more space and they use tracks and animals and crops. If you go to a rural community, you will see a barn, corn, farmers, animals, tractor, hay, and grass. Living in a rural community is great because you get to ride the animals and also you get to feed the animals.
Living in a rural community is great. You get to see animals, feed the animals. Everything is great in a rural.
A rural community is like a farm.
There are many different kinds of communities where people live.
There are many different kinds of communities where people live.
There are many different kinds of communities where people live. The cities is different because there is cities. Rurals is different because they have a garden. It is different because the urban has tall buildings and a lot of people, and the rural has
lots of space to build or to make crops.
A suburban has smaller houses, and the urban has lots of tall buildings and lots of cars, trains, and buses.